What is going on, everybody? This video, let's look at absolute value in more depth than probably some of you have seen. I'm sure some of you have seen this, some of you have not. If you have, that's great. Watch the video, refresh your memory. If you haven't, I think it's going to give you a better understanding of absolute value. And this also comes in handy the way we're going to look at it when you're in calculus. So let's look at it. So we know, or we've always been told, the absolute value of a number is always positive. So if we have the absolute value of positive 5, that's 5. If we have the absolute value of negative 5, that's positive 5. So let's look at absolute value as a piecewise defined function. So here we have the absolute value of some number x. Okay, x is any real number. So the absolute value of x is equal to x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and it's equal to negative x if x is less than 0. There's your absolute value function. Okay, so your teacher always tells you absolute value is positive. So let's look at this. If we have the absolute value of 5, okay, let's work these two problems, and let's work them using this piecewise function here. All right, so look at this. You see the x value here in the absolute value. So in this case, x is positive 5. X is positive. So what does it say? If x is greater than or equal to 0, in other words, if x is positive or 0, and in this case it's positive, then we're going to take this number here, this 5, and we're going to plug it in to this part. Okay, so if we replace x with 5, we get 5 as an answer. Okay, all right. Now, let's look at the absolute value of negative 5. All right, so remember, x is the value inside the absolute value. So what's in here? Negative 5. That's less than 0, right? See, if x is less than 0, then we're going to take the negative 5 and we're going to replace it, or we're going to plug it in for x there. Okay? So look at this. We've got the negative, so we're going to write that down, the negative, and now we're going to take the negative 5 and put it in the place of x. So in the place of x, I'm putting negative 5. And what's a negative and a negative? That is a positive. And so there's the absolute value, looking at it as its piecewise defined function. Okay, so hopefully that gives you a better understanding of absolute value. And like I said, this comes in handy when you're in calculus, when you're doing limits. You'll look at this function here quite a bit when you're doing limits, when you're taking limits of square roots and stuff like that, as x is going to infinity, negative infinity, that type of stuff. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. Thanks for watching. Check out my other videos. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.